and welcome to Barter Sessions. Today we are going to talk about data manipulation language and views. So when we say SQL, it's about standard query, structured query language. The basic structure of any SQL query looks like select something from something where something is something. So basically select clause is there for projection of columns in a way that you need to tell the query which data you want, and data is usually contained in columns, so you need to basically tell which columns do you want out of the table. You can just say star, that means all columns. From which table you want the data, and where you can specify certain condition, for example where roll number equal to 5 or where date equal to something. So based on that condition, the data will be fetched from table from those columns that you are specified in select. So let's take some examples of select clause or select queries. Select star from student, very obvious. Select all the data from all columns, all rows from the student table. Let's just try and run these queries very quickly. So we have this student table and department table. Let's go to SQL and let's say select star from student. Let's go. And here we go. We have got all the data from student table, all the rows and all the columns. Next query, that is select all distinct cities from student. Basically, when you say distinct, it fetches the different values. For example, here if you can see the department number column, some values are duplicated. For example, these two rows have the same department number. If we want the distinct department numbers, we'll have to query something like select distinct department number from student. We can also rename this as department underscore number, something like that, or maybe let's say just say department, and just say go. And you see the result, department as the column name because we renamed it, and the distinct values are 2, 4, 5 and 6, right? Again, let's go back to student and let's say if I want to know fees cannot be distinct, I mean there's no point, so department name was the correct choice. Then we see select names of all students. Now we want to project a particular column instead of star, then we'll just say very simple, select name comma, I'll say marks from student. So I'm trying to project two columns, so there's a spelling mistake here, from the table student. Let's say go, and here I got the data from two columns only because in my select query I've specified only two columns instead of star. Now I can also specify some kind of arithmetic expression in my select clause on a particular column. So I'll just say, suppose I want to just I know these are the percentage marks and total marks were out of 600. So I just want to multiply this percentage by 6 to get the total marks out of 600. So I'll just say select name marks into 6, or let's say out of 500 or 600, okay, 6 as total marks from student. And if you can see, my total marks are here out of 600. Aman scored 537, Kunal scored 291, Tushar scored 384 or whatever, 348. If you see now, my actual marks were in percentage, so I just multiplied it by 6 to get the marks out of 600. Alright, so you can also do some arithmetic. The where clause, now we haven't studied this now. So You want some data based on some constraint, so you just go to SQL again and I say select star from student where department number equal to 2. So I want all the students from department number 2. So I'll just say go, and here we go, all the details of all the students from department number 2, right? This is a simple where clause. Then you can say, you can have multiple conditions combined together. So I will just say where select star from student where, let's say, department number equal to 2 and fees greater than equal to 0. Yeah, those who have paid the fees, I think this should be okay. Yeah, so we got the result again. So we combined two conditions using the AND operator. Alright, maybe I could say select, I want all the students whose marks are greater than 60 and they are from student where marks greater than 60 or fees greater than 20,000. So I'm now applying OR condition instead of AND. Let's see what is the result. So I got the students, either those students who have scored greater than 60, or then if they haven't scored greater than 60, then their fees is greater than what, 20,000. So I got all the results. So basically you can use this AND or OR operator to combine multiple conditions together in the where clause, as you can see here. Then I can also use this keyword called as between to specify a range of values for my where clause. For example, if you see date of admission is the column, so I can specify certain date of admission. So I'll just say SQL select star from student where date of admission is between, I'm not sure if there's is keyword, okay, just between I have to give range of values, so 2014 09 01 and 2014 10 31. That means I want all the students who got admitted between 1st of September 2014 to 31st of October 2014. I'll just say go. Nearly all of them. Yeah. Maybe I need to improve my range. Yeah. So maybe. Okay. Fine. So that worked. Now, yeah, this is pretty simple. All of them. Alright. So where clause, pretty simple to use. Alright. So the and OR operator, these are logical operators, are used to combine two or more where conditions. Now we have comparison operators. See, comparison operators are used to compare values. These operators work on strings, numbers as well as dates. Select star from student where date of admission is greater than 2014 09 01 or 2014 10 01, where date of admission is greater than 1st of October 2014. So let's just say go, and we have got few results whose date of admission is greater than 1st of October 2014. So as you can see, the comparison operators also work on numbers as well as dates as well as string. Maybe we can try out the not operator here. Select star from student where fees, or let's say where department number not equal to 2. Okay, let's try that. And we have got all the students whose department number is not equal to 2. So that even that worked. So this is very simple. We use them all the time while querying. Greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, not equal to. This is the symbol for not equal to. And these operators works on, as I said earlier, strings, numbers and dates. Okay, moving along. Limit and skip. This is very important. Sometimes we just want to use some records. So let's try and limit the number of rows that the query is returning. So I'll say select star from student, limit 2. So I want first 2 records. And as you can see, as a result, I've got only 2 rows in back. Next thing is we want to skip some records before we limit ourselves. So I'll just say select star from student, limit to offset 3. This query means that select all the records from student, skip first 3 records and then give me 2 records. That's the simple meaning of this query. Let's just fire this. So it has skipped the first 3 records and it has given me next 2 records. So we just skipped few and then we limited ourselves to few. This is quite handy. We can get the data from multiple tables. Till now we have got the data from single table. Now we will try to get the data from multiple tables. So I'll just say select star from student comma department where. So I have to specify some where clause. If I just say student comma department, it's just a Cartesian product and I'll get everything. See, I got the cross product of the data. So I got all the rows in combination with all the rows of department, all the rows of first table in combination with all the rows of second table, which I don't want. I don't want a Cartesian product, so I'll have to specify some situation or some condition. Select star from student comma department. I know there's a one common column, so I'll say where department number. So I'll just say student, because department number is the same name. Student dot department number equal to department dot department number. Now I think I'll get my query which I want. Alright, so I got the data from both the tables where the query matched. Now I don't want this department number column to come here twice. So there's a nice little thing for that. Now we'll just say select star from, so rather than saying star, we'll say select roll number, marks, comma, department name. I want department name from student comma department where, of course, student dot department number equal to department dot department number. Now I think I'll get only ones which I want. Yeah, exactly. Wherever the condition is matched, I'm getting roll number, marks and department name, which is great. So you can take the data from multiple departments. Oh, sorry, multiple tables. String operations. String operations are always handy. So it's kind of like pattern matching more or less, if you see. Now we have got two operators really, percentage and underscore. So let's try and use both of them. So as you can see, this example, mark percentage matches any string beginning with mark. So how do you do that? Okay, so I'll just write, there's a like operator, select star, okay, from student where name like scar percentage. This query basically means that select all entries from student table where name match the pattern scar percent. That means that string name, value of name should start with scar. I think we have one student like that. Yes, Scarlet, of course. And let's try another one. So let's just copy this string now. Let's see this student data we have got. And yeah, maybe we'll try Mandy, man. So let's say select star from student where name like pattern. So the string should begin with man. Let's say man, and we have got Mandy, correct. Another way we can say that we want to look for a substring, not the beginning of the string. So we'll just say any names of any students who have this percentage man in them. It's not a beginning of the string, it is substring now. And we have Mandy and Aman, who both have got MAN as the substring in their names. So that's quite good. So we can look for a substring or beginning of the string. Now this next pattern is underscore underscore underscore. So we'll just say, yeah, this is quite good. Select star from student where name like. So we have specified 4 underscores. That means the string length of this name should be 4. And I think we have got Aman, whose name is 4. What you could say? 4 number of alphabets in his name. So we have got that. So we'll just say, let's just increase that. Like, let's just get underscore 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 underscore. So now we'll like to get the names students whose name is of 5 characters, not just 4. So let's just go for this. I think we'll get many more. Kunal, Rohan and Mandy. Cool. Next pattern is underscore 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 percentage matches any string of at least 3 characters. So yeah, we can do that. At least 3 is okay. At least 4. Let's say at least 5. So let's just go for at least 5. And yeah, we have got lots of them. Kunal, Tushar, Krishnu, Rohan, Mandy and Scarlet. Cool. Generally, when you're trying to match a pattern that itself includes this percentage and underscore characters, then we need to use certain kind of escape sequence like backslash to make that happen. For example, here is one of my students' name. I have changed it to Scal percentage 8. Scal percentage 8. Now, if I want to match this pattern, I'll write the query as select star from student where name like, my pattern is Scal. Now I want to search for start of Scal plus or Scal percentage. But because my terminating character is also percentage, there's a confusion whether I want to look for this substring at the start or this at the start. So how do I make sure there's no confusion? I use backslash. So that means it doesn't use this as the ending character, rather it uses this. So it will look for the substring Scal percentage at the beginning. So I'll just say go, and I got the results, this entry. Yeah, seriously, that's pretty cool. Now you can also sort the results of your operation in ascending or descending orders. So let me do that. So I'll just say select star from students order by fees descending. So descending keyword is DESC. So that should give me, okay, students doesn't exist, so I just misplaced the name students. Okay, so I'll just go student. Yeah, so I just got the entries in descending order of fees. So I can just say Okay, select star from student, order by fees. When I say order by fees, if I do not specify either DESC or ASC, by default it is ASC. ASC is ascending order. By default it is ASC, so I don't need to specify. So I'll just say, okay, again I misspelled student, which is really bad. Okay, so it will arrange the fees in increasing order, as you can see. Let's talk about the DML commands or SQL syntax for updating the data in a table. So basically, you might want to update some data after you inserted the row. So the general syntax is update followed by table name, set name of the column whose value you want to change, set the new value. You might have a additional where clause where you might give some condition. So let's just try one example like that. I want to change the marks of roll number 2. So who is roll number 2? Kunal. I want to give him 10 marks extra because he performed really well in physical education. So the query I'll write is update. Which table we are talking about? Student. So name of the table, student. Set value of the column which I want to change, marks, equal to the new value. New value is 67.66. Now if I just say update student, set marks equal to 67.66, it will change. This change will be applied to all the rows. So if I just go and execute this, everyone's marks will become 67.66. I don't want that, so I'm gonna put some condition where roll number equal to 2. I want to apply this change on roll number 2, that is Kunal. So I'm just gonna say right now Kunal's marks are 48.58. I'm gonna say okay, and now if I just refresh this, Kunal's marks are 67.66. So this is my update syntax. Very easy. Similarly, there is delete command for deletion of data from the table. In delete, first of all, you have a simple command like, so if I look at the dummy table now, it has this data. I want to delete now. So either I could say delete from dummy. When I apply this command, this simply means delete all the data from dummy. So if I just execute it, so it will ask me confirmation, and now I go to dummy, there's nothing in dummy. Instead I could so I have to insert a few more dummies. I'll say Ruhana. I have this data, 6 rows of data inside my dummy table. Now I want to delete, let's say based on certain condition. Suppose I want to delete a record whose ID is 9 or 10 rather. So I'll just say delete from table name dummy where your ID equal to 10. So now who was 10? So this was 10. Who is 10? Matthew. Matthew will get deleted, I suppose. Yes, I want to delete. So if I refresh this, Matthew is gone. So we deleted a particular row based on certain condition. Certain condition might specify lots of rows to delete. You might only want to delete some of them. So suppose like delete from dummy will actually delete all the rows, but I want to only delete few rows. So I guess I have some syntax. Yeah, maybe you can limit it like limit 3. Okay, so that worked. So now okay, so we deleted, we deleted limit 2. So we only deleted 2 records, that is the first 2 records, right, which is pretty good. So you can also limit the number of rows that you want to really delete. Thank you for watching this video.